All right, we're on to A Course in Miracles Workbook Lesson 26. This lesson is, my attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. This is the first time I believe that we have seen this idea in the workbook of invulnerability. It's definitely there in the text. Attack thoughts has been a topic in the workbook so far. So let's read it and we will talk a little bit about this. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interests rather than against them. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. And if you fear attack, you must believe that you are not invulnerable. Attack thoughts therefore make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. The idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself. And because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. A false image of yourself has come to take the place of what you are. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand that vulnerability or invulnerability is the result of your own thoughts. Nothing except your thoughts can attack you. Nothing except your thoughts can make you think you are vulnerable. And nothing except your thoughts can prove to you this is not so. 6 practice periods are required in applying today's idea. A full 2 minutes should be attempted for each of them, although the time may be reduced to a minute if the discomfort is too great. Do not reduce it further. The practice period should begin with repeating the idea for today, then closing your eyes and reviewing the unresolved questions whose outcomes are causing you concern. The concern may take the form of depression, worry, anger, a sense of imposition, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. Any problem as yet unsettled that tends to recur in your thoughts during the day is a suitable subject. You will not be able to use very many for any one practice period because a longer time than usual should be spent with each one. Today's idea should be applied as follows. First, name the situation. I am concerned about blank. Then go over every possible outcome that has occurred to you in that connection and which has caused you concern, referring to each one quite specifically, saying, I am afraid blank will happen. If you're doing the exercises properly, you should have some 5 or 6 distressing possibilities available for each situation you use, and quite possibly more. It is much more helpful to cover a few situations thoroughly than to touch on a larger number. As the list of anticipated outcomes for each situation continues, you will probably find some of them, especially those that occur to you toward the end, less acceptable to you. Try, however, to treat them all alike to whatever extent you can. After you have named each outcome of which you are afraid, tell yourself, that thought is an attack upon myself. Conclude each practice period by repeating today's idea to yourself once more. Okay, we'll go through it somewhat quickly, paragraph by paragraph. Here is the first paragraph. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. It is surely obvious that if you can be attacked, you are not invulnerable. You see attack as a real threat. That is because you believe that you can really attack. And what would have effects through you must also have effects on you. It is this law that will ultimately save you, but you are misusing it now. You must therefore learn how it can be used for your own best interests rather than against them. So, if we can attack others, we also can be attacked. and that means that we are vulnerable, that we're not invulnerable. Because your attack thoughts will be projected, you will fear attack. And if you fear attack, you must believe that you are not invulnerable. Attack thoughts therefore make you vulnerable in your own mind, which is where the attack thoughts are. Attack thoughts and invulnerability cannot be accepted together. They contradict each other. So we have to, basically, we are learning to let go of these attack thoughts, or to stop identifying with these attack thoughts. It might be that as long as we're here in the body, the ego will be there, and those thoughts will be there. But Jesus doesn't say, I'm just adding this. But I think this will come later, is that it's the identification with those thoughts and making those thoughts real in our mind that is the problem, and which is convincing us that we can be threatened, and we can threaten others, and we can be threatened ourselves, that our reality can be threatened in some way. And that is not true. So here we go. Paragraph 3. The idea for today introduces the thought that you always attack yourself first. If attack thoughts must entail the belief that you are vulnerable, their effect is to weaken you in your own eyes. Thus, they have attacked your perception of yourself, and because you believe in them, you can no longer believe in yourself. Okay, so he is saying you believe in your attack thoughts. You're giving them energy, you're giving them reality. A false image of yourself has come to take the place of what you are. Practice with today's idea will help you to understand that vulnerability or invulnerability is the result of your own thoughts, right? It all starts in your mind. Effects leave not their cause. If someone can attack you, it's only because you believe in attack. You've put your belief in attack, that you can be attacked, that you are vulnerable, that you can be threatened. And Jesus is saying that is not true. That is just a identification and a belief that you can let go of. All right, 6 practice periods. Basically, you're looking at anything that is bothering you in your mind. Any form of attack, or any negative thoughts, any depression, worry, anxiety, imposition, fear, foreboding, or preoccupation. And the effects of those thoughts, and trying to look at maybe just a few of those that are in your mind, and looking at them thoroughly and examining them thoroughly. So this is all step by step. This is a path to freedom, step by step by step. These are the baby steps. We're starting with very beginner baby steps. Jesus is starting us off. He's going to wean us. He's going to wean us off, being at our mother's breast, to be a hunter after more invisible game, as Rumi put it in one of his poems. So we are, we're getting there. Lesson 26, we're at the very beginning. Above all else, I want to see us tomorrow. We'll see you there. Thank you for listening. Some of these videos on the workbook will be short, like today was relatively short. Others will be longer, especially when we get into some of the more in-depth workbook lessons that come later. All right, thank you. Godspeed. Thank you.